Hey there, Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Anissa video column. And this week the question that was sent to me was, what did I feel was the biggest mistake the restoration companies make? And I actually decided to go back. About a year ago, I did a seminar at the ICE Expo, International Cleaning Experts Expo in Las Vegas, and I actually covered in the seminar that I did part of this topic. So what I did was I went and pulled those notes back up, and I wanted to go over that with you. So what I actually covered in this section of the seminar was the 4 biggest mistakes restoration companies make and how to avoid them. So here they are. So I couldn't just narrow it down to one, so I have 4. Here are the 4 biggest mistakes. 1, biting off more than you can chew. 2, going into debt to buy equipment that you don't need. 3, not understanding the difference between a transaction and a relationship. And 4, trying to do it on your own without having a coach or a mentor or someone who's been, in the industry and knows what you don't know yet. So these I find to be the 4 big areas, like I said, that people, make the mistake of doing and can cause them some real problems and or potentially put them out of business and make their career in restoration, pretty short term. The biting off more than you can chew, that is a really fast way to get a very bad reputation in this industry. And something to really remember, you guys, is in this industry, the restoration industry is kind of like living in a small town, okay? You can get, everyone kind of knows where your company's at and things, especially in your area, and your reputation is very, very, very far-reaching. And that can also be very true when it comes to adjusters, okay? They talk. So biting off more than you can chew, that's that total opposite what I've talked about before in videos about the undersell, over-deliver. You're doing just the opposite. You're overselling yourself and then you blow it. So you'd have been better off to not take that job at all versus biting off more than you could chew. And one of the ways that I see companies do this is like cat losses. A hurricane will happen or a mass fire, and all of a sudden they run out and grab what equipment that they can, and they run out and they try to get as many jobs as they can, and then they got a mess on their hands. It can not only be a reputational mess, it'll definitely calculate very fast into a financial mess, so don't do that. The second one was the getting into debt. Buying equipment they don't need. I cannot tell you how many times I have had someone contact me and say, hey, I just bought, $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 worth of equipment, and I'm getting into, contents, or I'm getting into this or that in restoration. What do I do next? I would absolutely say that running out and going into debt and buying $80,000 worth of equipment is a very big mistake to make in restoration if you're just getting into it, okay? Number 1, you don't even know if you like it, okay? Number 2, if you're just getting into content restoration, I'm here to tell you straight up, you do not need to spend $80,000 on equipment, all right? So you just added a lot of stress on your business, and you haven't even gotten your first invoice out there. Okay, so big mistake. And then the third one was not understanding the difference between a transaction and a relationship. I know we've talked a lot about this together on videos. That seems pretty basic, but there's still people that will jump right into this business and have absolutely no clue as to the difference between those two things, a transaction and a relationship, and how to differentiate themselves in that realm. Huge mistake. Because remember, like I said, you can get a good reputation real fast in this industry, and you can also get a bad reputation really fast. And it's better to have no reputation than a bad one in any industry. And then, of course, the fourth thing was doing it without somebody to help you, without a coach or a mentor, somebody that's been in the industry and has learned the what to do's and what not to do's, that knows the things that you don't know yet when you're just first getting into this. If you're watching this video and you're just thinking about, or just very freshly in the last, say, 6 months to a year in restoration, there's a lot of things that you need, that if you knew, would cut your learning curve big time. I mean, big time. So connecting yourself with someone who knows the nuances and the secrets of the trade, right? That's willing to either teach you or share those with you, huge and tremendous. All right, so there you go. I didn't have one mistake, I had 4, but they're very easily avoidable too. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope if that was your question, or you just wanted to know the answer to someone else's question there, that answered them great for you. Please be sure and subscribe to the YouTube channel, blog, and be one of the cool kids, and be on the rnrmagonline.com's e-newsletter. Go on up there above and make sure you get a subscription, and you can get this video and lots more goodies in your inbox every Friday. All right, well, thank you so much for watching the video. Have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you next time.